Hi folks, Nathan Burke here again with one of our 5-minute resilience workshop topics. And today we're going to be talking about TLC. Now, for most of us, we think TLC is a bit of tender loving care, and whilst that's always important, it's not what we want to talk about today. The TLC I want to talk about is something different. And I'll give you an example of how I use it in my coaching. This year with the Western Bulldogs, we won our 2 practice matches really well. We won round 1 in a big game against the Saints. And round 2 was the first time we'd experienced a loss under my coaching, and I could see what was going through the girls' heads. They were saying, how is this guy going to handle losing? Is he going to yell at us? Is he going to scream at us? Is he going to get angry? Is he going to gloss over it? What's it going to be? So I walked in the room and the girls were sitting there and all really disappointed, and I put TLC up on the board, and I could see what was going through their minds. They're thinking, I think I know what TLC stands for, and I don't really want that off this guy. So I reassured them that's not what I was going to give them. What I was going to give them was a process of dealing with challenging situations, and that process is TLC. And the T stands for temporary. What they're feeling at the moment is temporary. They will get over it. They won't feel disappointed for another day, week, month. They will get over it. And the important thing to understand is you determine how long you feel down for. So what we came up with was that the disappointment they're feeling at the moment has to be gone by the time they had their shower, they got changed and they walked out to meet their loved ones outside the change room. So when they walked out, they had to have a smile on their face, the shoulders back, their head held high as if they had a really good effort. But you know what? It wasn't good enough on the day. They didn't have the skills to win the game. So temporary. So what you're feeling at the moment, understand that this is temporary. What we're going through will get better. We'll look back on this period of time and say, boy, remember when we went through that whole COVID thing? It will actually happen. So understand that these things are temporary. The L stands for localized. And what we can't do is we can't catastrophize one part of our life that isn't working to the other parts of our life. And for the players, it was, you know what, we lost a game of football. That does not make you a bad partner, a bad daughter, a bad friend, a bad colleague, all the other parts and roles that you play in your life. It just meant that football didn't work today, but it can't affect the other parts of your life. So keep your head held high. And for people in today's situation, that just simply means if work's not where you want it to be, doesn't mean that your relationships can't be where they want, where you want them to be. If your relationship's not working, well then another part of your life can't be affected by that as well. So we need to localize the challenges that we're going through and not catastrophize them, as I said earlier. And the C is the most important one. C stands for control. What can I control? So for the players, it was they can control how long they sulked after the game for, how they actually rehab after the game, how they sleep, how they eat, how they turn up for training the next night and be prepared to review and look at the things that we didn't do well and put plans in place to actually improve. So for you at the moment going through this big upheaval that we're going through, especially down here in Victoria, turn your attention to what can I control. Number one thing that you can control is your attitude. So how you think, feel and act. That is absolutely within your control. Whether you've got a smile on your face, how you interact with the people in your house, whether you get outside and you get your hours sunlight and exercise in, what exercises can you do at home? Are you going to make excuses for not being able to do things, or are you going to find a way? They're all things within your control. Also, think about what's something that you wanted to do for a long time. Is it read a particular book, research a particular topic, file all those photos that are on your computer into folders that you've been meaning to do for a long time? Those things are within your control. So that's where you should turn your attention each and every day. So hopefully that helps you get through the challenges that we're going through at the moment. Remember, TLC, this is temporary. It's localized. Don't let it catastrophize every part of your life and turn your attention to what you can control. That will hopefully help us get through this troubling times. If you want more information on our resilience workshops and techniques, give me a buzz. Look up Nathan Burke Consulting, look me up on LinkedIn and send me a message. I would love to be able to share this information with you as an individual or with your particular team or company. So bye for now. Looking forward to seeing you again in our next 5-minute resilience workshop.